The video opens with a breathtaking cinematic wide shot of a primeval forest at the absolute crack dawn.
Air is thick gray and heavy, with prehistoric humidity. Massive towering tree ferns and ancient cycads dominate landscape.
Here, in the heart of the mossy forest, the air is thick with mist, and the crystal-clear water flows gently over ancient stones.
Through the thick morning fog steps a magnificent prehistoric deer, an ancestor of the great megaloceros. Its coat
is thick and coarse mottled brown that blends perfectly with the shadows, and its striking feature is massive antlers. The stag lowers its head to drink. Audio focuses intimately on peaceful sounds of survival, crisp wet lapping, rhythmic flaring of its nostrils, and heavy crunch of its hooves shifting in the damp, pebble-lined mud. For a moment, the ancient world is perfectly serene, but camera shifts its focus, blurring the deer background.
Sharpening on the dense, shadowed undergrowth just yards away, floor covered in deep, decaying leaves, and floor seams move.
Detaching itself from the ancient roots, the colossal Titanoboa reveals its mesmerizing camouflage. Its scales a mesmerizing camouflaged pattern of olive black and rotted brown, unblinking cold eyes lock onto stag.
Massive snake moves with terrifying liquid silence, and it uses the deep trench of stream bed to mask its approach.
Its massive, muscular body gliding through shallow water without a single splash.
And stag suddenly stops drinking. Its ears flick back and forth. A single dry twig snaps under immense weight. Deer's head snaps up, water-dripping muzzle, eyes wide. Sudden instinctual terror. Too late, water erupts, violent explosion.
Speed of striking, whip force of falling boulder. Colossal snake lunges out. Stream impact is deafening serpent's jaws.
Smash into stag's shoulder, driving heavy animal hard into muddy bank. Peaceful ASMR shattered, replaced by chaotic struggle.
Tanoboa uses momentum to launch rest of endless body out water, and thick, heavy coils wrap around stag.
First legs, then torso, finally neck. A snake pulls, dragging a massive deer down into the soft mud. The audio shifts to constriction. Every frantic breath deer takes, snake tightens grip. Sound of straining joints, suffocating pressure of sliding scales dominating.
Deep rhythmic flexing of unimaginable muscle mass dominates scene. Stag's violent thrashing weakens antlers, digging trenches until silent. Camera circles coiled tightens slowly, capturing eerie quiet following violence. The giant serpent does not uncoil, it waits, sensing stillness.
Methodically, snake begins astonishing process consumption, loosens coils just enough maneuver a massive head toward the stag's snout area. Detailed visceral wet heavy sounds of snake investigating meal, forked tongue flicking rapidly against the coarse animal fur. Wet stretching of skin.
Snake begins unhinge colossal jaws, tendons stretch allowing mouth open impossible nightmarish width, latches over the deer's head.
Slow rhythmic mechanical perfection of predator snake. Does not chew, walks jaws forward alternating left and right sides. Pulling own massive body over carcass. Audio highlights deep wet stretching skin, heavy muscular contractions forcing stag down.
Hours pass, condensed montage, most challenging antlers, but snake's skin stretches translucently tight, accommodating sharp points swallowed folded.
Sheer scale meal awe-inspiring back hooves disappear into maw. Titanoboa lets out long, heavy, exhausted hiss.
Jaws snapping into place, snake terrifyingly engorged. Massive distended bulge midsection, faint outline stag visible beneath taut scales.
It is vulnerable now, weighed down by massive feast. Slowly, heavy sluggish movements, bloated serpent drags itself away. Sound of scales scraping against earth, deeper, heavier, slithers into dark, hollowed-out cavern beneath roots giant oak. To digest in absolute darkness, camera lingers on empty, disturbed mud riverbank as sun breaks through thick canopy. Gentle, chirping prehistoric birds return, and the ancient forest resumes its beautiful, merciless cycle of life and death. Survival continues for the remaining herd members, who must remain vigilant in a world of hidden giant predators.
Even the smallest inhabitants of the primeval woods are part of the complex balance of this prehistoric ecosystem.
Small fragments of the encounter are all that remain before the rain washes the earth clean once more. The prehistoric landscape is vast and unforgiving, where every creature plays its role in the eternal food chain. Scavengers watch from the heights, waiting for any sign of vulnerability in the kings of the forest floor. Time moves forward in the primeval world, where days are defined by the raw struggle for daily survival. Decay and growth are two sides of the same coin in the nutrient-rich environment of ancient woods. The forest never truly sleeps, and the darkness brings out a new set of eyes and hidden dangers.
A sudden tropical downpour hits the canopy, washing away the scent of the hunt and cleaning the bank.
These massive trees are silent witnesses to countless encounters between the hunters and the hunted through the ages.
Amphibious life thrives in the humid conditions, where water and land meet in a constant state of flux.
Storms provide a backdrop of power and light, emphasizing the raw and untamed nature of this primeval realm.
Inside the darkness, the process of breaking down the massive stag continues with efficient and mechanical biological precision.
Life in the canopy provides a safer perspective on the world below, where the largest predators usually roam.
Density is both a shield and a trap for the inhabitants of the ancient woods, where vision limited. Every drop of rain contributes to the life-giving cycle that sustains the massive diversity of primeval life. Colors are rare but striking in the green world, attracting specialized insects for the purpose of ancient pollination. The sky is a different world, where ancient flyers rule without the fear of the forest floor predators. Humidity and fog are the constant companions of the primeval forest floor, defining its unique and eerie atmosphere. New eyes watch the stream now, as the balance of power shifts with the coming of the night. Sanctuary and home are found in the roots of the oldest trees, where history and survival are intertwined. Fragility and strength are perfectly balanced in the smallest details of the ancient and beautiful primeval world today.
The Earth itself is alive, with chemical processes that support the massive growth of the prehistoric flora found.
Cooperation is a survival trait for those who cannot rely on brute strength alone in this unforgiving landscape. Bioluminescence adds a magical quality to the dangerous night floor, guiding some and trapping others in the dark.
Artistry and lethality meet in the construction of the silk traps designed to catch the unwary forest flyers.
Night hunters have specialized tools to see through the darkness and find their prey in the thick fog.
The island is an isolated cradle of life, where ancient forms remain unchanged through millions of years today.
The boundary between the land and sea is a rugged frontier of wind and waves and hard stone.
Danger is universal across every environment of the primeval world, where the cycle of life never truly ends.
A new day brings new opportunities and new threats to the inhabitants of the vast and ancient jungle. Migration and movement are dictated by the seasonal availability of food in the ever-changing primeval forest world.
Photosynthesis is the engine of life, turning sunlight into the massive energy needed for giant growth and survival.
Lessons are learned through survival, and the herd now knows the dangers that hide in the streambed trench.
The apex predator will remain hidden for many days as it processes the energy of its massive feast.
Small victories of life are found everywhere in the ancient forest, where even a crack provides a home. The forest remains a place of mystery and beauty, where the ancient cycle of life continues its work.
Lessons. We leave the primeval world now, but its stories remain etched in the stones and the ancient trees.